Welcome to Game of Roses. I'm Chad Colchin, and we've got some breaking news in the Love is Blind Season 7 world regarding Tyler Francis. Tyler Francis is the player who is, at least at this point, with 9 episodes dropped of Season 7, still engaged to Ashley Adonser. Who knows where that's going to wind up, but the big bombshell that ended Episode 9, which is where we are currently with the current drop, revealed that Tyler had 3 kids, and there was some conjecture about why he didn't tell Ashley. Did the producers know about this? Are they obligated to tell her? Clearly they didn't do that, and so it came as quite a surprise to her. Well, now the mother of these 3 children is speaking out. She has made some posts on Instagram to try and clear up maybe some of the inconsistencies in Tyler's story. So we're going to take a look here. This is her Instagram. It is Bri Thomas 2, and you can see there in her bio, mother first, hand raise emoji, LA Tech alumni basketball emoji, grow with me or watch me grow. I can't tell what that emoji is. And so if we look down here, she's got just a bunch of stuff with her kids. These 3 children are the children in question. And so let's start right here. This post right kind of in the middle, second row, is the first one that she put in. And so it has some music to it.
Yeah, I walk right out the fire.
This is...
Yeah, you try to keep me down, try to put me on. You ain't nothing but a liar.
All right, so she's right out of the gate with the song, at least, calling him a liar. That is Jelly Roll's song. And we see the caption here, sperm babies, Tyler. I guess I have to start dropping my own bombs. Bomb emoji. I don't understand how 2 weeks before our wedding, you dropped this kind of bomb. That is what Ashley said in the most recent episode. So here we see her caption. Yes, I am the mother of Tyler's 3 children. I'm trying really hard to do this the right way, but I have no understanding why he would characterize his relationship with his children as he has, especially in consideration of how patient and considerate I've been. I guess I have to speak on this despite trying so hard not to. Sperm babies, they are not. You remember that is what Ashley called these children, sperm babies, in the last episode. So let's check this out. Now, if we just kind of go more recent up the chain, we have 2 other posts here that kind of get to the bottom of this. So here is a post. This just has some kind of piano music behind it. This is 2 still pictures. This is from December 25th, 2022. And this is obviously Tyler there with this child. And the caption reads, "We can start with the smallest lie regarding my, quote, uninvolved children's father. Quote, I spent Christmas last year alone cooking greens." Tyler did not spend Christmas 2022 alone. He spent it at his mom's with family. That included the oldest, Cairo, I believe is how you pronounce this little kid's name. So we see, I mean, he's with the child. So she's essentially saying that although in the show he said he spent Christmas alone, that was not the case. He was in fact with his own family, including one of these children who he claimed he has no relationship with. Now, if we move up here to the next most recent post.
Family, holidays.
Yes.
What's that look like? Family.
Oh, really? What? Who you playing with?
Because I'm
Kamari Lee.
I'm
Turn
5
around.
years.
So
I know how to ride.
Because you 5?
there's Cairo again.
And how old is your sister?
Sissy holding. Dad's holding Sissy because he's going.
Because she's 3?
Yeah, he's 3.
Kamari, let me see your face. What? You're going too fast, girl. Kamari, look up.
So as we can see here, this is a video. That's him. That's Tyler Francis. He's there with both of these kids, with Bri Thomas, the mother of these children.
What?
I'm not sure the rest of the audio here is important, but her caption reads, "Family, holidays, what does that look like?" Here are a few videos. 3 days after Christmas 2022. Filming occurred October 2023, which makes this the Christmas before filming. My children love their, quotes, dad. To think that he has reduced them to sperm babies when I was told he was going on the show to be able to better provide for them is the most absurd and hurtful thing ever. My kids don't deserve this. Wow. So, I mean, this is incontrovertible proof that he has at least lied about where he was at Christmas, and he has lied about his level of involvement in these kids' lives. Let's see what the most recent one after that is. I don't think any of these other posts here are about him, but these 3 posts, this post right here, where she essentially calls him a liar through the use of Jelly Roll's song, and then essentially says in the caption, like, I have to tell people the truth. Then we have 2 pictures of him, Tyler Francis, at Christmas with his son. And then we have even more pictures and videos here of him at that same Christmas with these kids who know he's their father. He seems to be interacting with them. He's playing with them. And so that's where it stands. Now, this type of thing happens frequently in all of these dating shows, that people either omit the truth about their past or they lie directly about it. Sometimes, like Devin Strader, it's about trying to hide a restraining order or a kind of checkered past. In this case, it's trying to hide his involvement with family or kids. And we still don't know if the producers knew that he had these children. I have to imagine they did not, which brings up the question, or I have to imagine they did, I'm sorry. I can't imagine that he would get through the casting process without them doing some kind of a background check that would expose this information. And so with that being said, let's assume that that's the case. Let's actually go down both paths. Let's assume that's the case. Let's assume that they knew. They allowed him to go through this process without telling any of these women that he had children. How that potentially fosters a connection that's going to end in a marriage, I don't know, but that seems to be the party line at Love is Blind. They say in every case, especially when they're talking about why they didn't let Brittany and Leo come to Mexico, it was because, well, they didn't seem like a real couple, and it didn't seem likely that would end in a marriage. Does this seem likely? A guy who is hiding the fact that he has 3 kids from the person he's proposed to? And if the producers knew, how does that then paint them in terms of being viable people who are helping all of these players find actual love? Now let's go down the other path. They didn't know. How could they not have known? This is a major component of this guy's past life. To have children, especially going into a show where you're getting married to somebody, the producers should have known about this if they didn't. And if they didn't, it is either ineptitude or kind of willful ignorance on their part. I just can't imagine they didn't know. But we are getting to a point in these shows where we have to start asking. Like, I know a lot of people place the blame squarely on Tyler, and rightly they should. He should have disclosed this information, especially if you're about to get married to somebody. Clearly, he's trying to hide it for a reason. He thinks it will make him look bad or be less viable as a candidate in the show itself. All that said, we do have to start looking at the producers of these shows with more scrutiny. It's happening in Bachelor right now. There was a New York Times article, we covered that on Game of Roses, talking about how they are essentially destroying the idea of the fairy tale, because now every season there are multiple guys get revealed to have had restraining orders or some kind of domestic violence charges in their past, et cetera, et cetera. Now we're seeing it in Love is Blind as well. There have been a couple of guys throughout the show's history that have had stuff like this pop up, some kind of checkered past type thing, some problematic past. Usually those guys get cut out in the edit. Here, they've left him all the way in. He's a main character, and he's clearly lying about these kids and his relationship with their mother and with them. So I don't know where that leaves us exactly. I think a lot more is going to continue to come out about this, and I assume that they will probably make him answer for it at the reunion, and I assume that the manner in which they do that will be by having Vanessa and Nick Lachey pretend to be kind of the morality from on high in the Love is Blind Kingdom, and be like, how could you, Tyler, have not told her about this? When in fact, the producers probably knew. That's my 2 cents. I don't have any evidence of that, but thank you for joining me for this breakdown of these videos, and I'll be covering anything else that comes out about this. Thanks again.